Hi everybody! Tonight we will start by casting on the machine by one in the front, one in the back for the first row with our left hand. When we finish that, we will open the yarn feeder and put the yarn inside of it. Right here, put the yarn over the white needle and then you just crank till you reach the number of rows that we need for the head. Make sure every stitch are still on the needle and you crank. I put it very fast and I reached 40 rows. When you reach the 40 rows, you cut your yarn and you get your yarn needle and you will pick every stitches from the machine. Turn it because you need to crank the machine for your work to go in front of it to be released by the machine. If you don't crank it, it will be very hard to remove the work. So I reached the yarn feeder, I have to crank again. I don't know if you ever try to remove it and don't crank the machine. It just don't work. It's stuck on it. So you have to crank the machine, the crank, to remove all the stitches one by one with your yarn needle. My yarn needle, I got it as a gift, but you could find it on Amazon. It's called a wool needle pack of 3, or also at Walmart. So I remove everything like this and then I will put that aside and stretch it. I will do 2 other tubes to do the body and legs and arms for the dolls. I didn't do with waste yarn for this one. If you want, you could do waste yarn too, but I didn't do, I forgot, but I wish I did because it's very easy when you have waste yarn. So I just cast on and then I crank. When you reach like 50 or 55, you have to turn the project, because if it gets stuck on the table, it will be very easy to lose some stitches. So you did 85 rows. You will need 2 tubes of 85 rows to do the body and arm and legs, and then you remove it like you did for the head part. Crank your machine and you remove the second one, never the one that the tail is on. Like this. I put my finger in front of it because sometimes you could lose some stitches. It prevents stitches to fall when you like 4 or 5 first row, not first row, first stitch that you remove. There. Keep going. So you will need another tube of 85 rows and your tube of 40 rows for the head. So 2 big tube and 1 small one. Stretch it. Time to close the tube. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull on the yarn. Put everything inside. And with the wool needle, you will go and attach it safely. I will grab some stitches to secure my doll. There. I will show you how to fold it after to create the arms and legs, and I also show you how to do the mattress stitch. It will be a step by step, so easy to to follow. Here I have some knot that I attach again because I had some pink during the tube. So I continue like that. And this video will come in 3 parts. First part will be the doll. Second part will be the hair and face. And the third part will be a dress for the little doll. I didn't put it on one video because it will take too long. So I will do that in 3 parts. And at the end, if I have time, I will do that in the same video. But for now, I choose to do it in 3 parts. Hope it's okay with you. Okay, so I put my tube flat on the table. Make sure it's not twisted. You want your column to be straight before you attach the two tube together. Oof! Sometimes it's hard. Especially today, I didn't speak any English at all, so it's time to folding. The folding is easy. I just folded the size of my hand. I have a small hand, but actually it's like your your hand will be like at the half of the tube when it's folded like this. If you understand what I try to say now. So that's the arm that I will fold it there, so the arms is there, so the hand will be like at half of the doll. So I attach it, and now I will fold the legs like this, and I will do mattress stitch. I start one side, I grab in the middle of the V, I grab 1 and 2 bar in the middle of the V. The V is like a stitch. I don't know how to say that. I'm not a knitter, so I'm more a crocheter than not a crocheter, but a hooker. I don't know how to say that in English. Hooker sounds weird, but I use my crochet more than I use a needle. So I will attach it like this. I don't pull my yarn right now because I will pull it at the end, and you will see the magical invisible stitch that it will do when you pull on it at the end. So I will put it a little bit faster. So that's the first legs. You will do the same thing for the other legs. Almost on the top. Slower. There, almost time to pull. And when you pull, you make sure that you hold the other end of the yarn, because you don't want to lose it. So I pull, and it's magical. It's very look nice. There. I continue. Till I get very, very close. Oh, I lose the yarn. Long. And I will pull again, make sure everything's fine, and I will attach it with a tail of yarn that was just there. And then I will go close the toe of my doll, so that way I won't lose it. So I do one knot and another knot, and I will hide the tail in between the 2 layers and pull on it. There, ta-da! first legs, second legs. Now I will do the arm. Same thing, you pull on it. Make sure you follow the same column of stitch on both sides so it prevented your part from twisting. So I will continue. There. Almost at the end. Pull, and voila, the arm is done. Same thing like I did for the toe. Oop, I redo the same thing. The video was 2 times. It's okay. It's happened. There, and I remove it. So I will do the same thing for the body now. Put my 2 tubes together, and I will follow the same column of stitch like I did for the arms and the legs. There. I will do that till I get like in the middle, and I will go and do the same thing to the other side with another piece of yarn. Continue. Almost time to pull. Pull, pull, pull. Magic part. And I will do a knot with the other tail of yarn that was there, and I will do the same thing the other side. So I turn my doll the other side, and I will do exactly the same thing. Sewing it, I will do a little bit faster because you already seen it. Attach both tail together, and I will do the same thing with the legs, but I don't show it like I did with the arms. So now it's time to attach the head. The head was 40 rows. I close both sides like I did for the other tube, and when it's closed, I go in the middle with my yarn needle, reach the other side in the middle, and attach both together. When they are attached, I will go and put the stuffing in it. But before, I will cut this because it's too long, it's gonna bother me, and I will go and grab every 2 stitches to prepare for the closing of my head. Actually, I was having another head, and I forgot to film it, so I did another one, but I didn't have enough stuffing, so I just used the leftover I have. So you will see on this video I don't put a lot, but I usually there is more than I will do for this part. I was checking my video, I noticed, oh, I forgot to put the head part, so I redo it with some extra yarn I have and some leftover stuffing, but you should put more. You will see on the real doll that I have a head that is more tight. This one is a little bit soft. So here the head is harder. So we'll grab 1 stitch on the chest, 1 stitch on the head, 1 stitch on the shoulder, and I will pull after. I did twice circle around the neck to secure it. There. If you're still there, can you write the word balloon? Balloon on the YouTube comment. I will see that you stay with me all the video. It gives me an idea how long people watch a video, actually watch the video. So almost finished. I will close it like I did with the, I did a little loop and I do a double knot in it. Push it with my finger, and I will, after I did between the two layers, or in the head. There, I will cut it. So now, if you want to do some hands, you go with the piece of yarn, just go around, put a double knot, and voila, it's done. You will see on the next picture right here, I did the hands and feet. See you next time.